In a world where public image is everything, Meghan Markle's latest attempt to ingratiate herself with Hollywood royalty has backfired spectacularly. Comedian Jon Stewart, never one to shy away from calling out pretension, delivered a brutal takedown of Markle's supposedly blossoming friendship with lifestyle mogul Gwyneth Paltrow. Stewart's jab, "Stop fooling yourself, Meg Paltrow, you've been Markled," has ignited a firestorm of speculation about Markle's true intentions and whether this relationship is yet another carefully curated PR move rather than a genuine friendship. The controversy erupted after Paltrow posted an Instagram story that many interpreted as a subtle dig at Markle. In the clip, Paltrow is seen preparing breakfast in an aesthetic almost identical to Markle's cooking segments from her Netflix series With Love, Meghan. The perfectly curated ambience, the delicate ceramic mugs, the soft background music, it was all too familiar. This prompted speculation that Paltrow was subtly asserting her dominance in the lifestyle and wellness space, an industry where Markle has been desperately trying to establish herself. The Markle Playbook, a history of convenient French to understand why so many people, including Jon Stewart, are skeptical of this new friendship. One must look at Markle's history of forging relationships with powerful people, only to later discard them when they no longer serve her ambitions. Markle's closest confidant, Mulroney, was swiftly cut off in 2020 when she became embroiled in a racial controversy. Markle, who had benefited greatly from their friendship, particularly in the realm of styling and social connections, didn't hesitate to distance herself once Mulroney became a liability. The Beckhams. Meghan and Harry's once close relationship with David and Victoria Beckham has reportedly soured, with accusations that the Sussexes suspected the Beckhams of leaking stories to the press. A longtime A-list friendship vanished overnight. Serena Williams. While Markle has publicly claimed a close friendship with Williams, sources close to the tennis star have suggested that their relationship is nowhere near as deep as Meghan implies. Williams, ever the diplomatic celebrity, has been careful not to contradict Markle, but her minimal public support speaks volumes, given this pattern. Is it really a stretch to believe that Markle's sudden closeness to Paltrow is simply a calculated move to further embed herself in the American elite? Unlike Markle, who has spent years trying to transition from actress to influential lifestyle entrepreneur, Paltrow has long cemented herself as a formidable force in the wellness industry. Goop, despite its frequent controversies, remains a billion-dollar brand that has defined a generation of luxury health and beauty trends. Markle, on the other hand, has struggled to establish a similar presence. Her Archetypes podcast was abruptly canceled after just one season due to underwhelming performance on Spotify, and hers Ever brand has yet to prove its worth. Meanwhile, Paltrow's empire remains robust, making it clear that she operates on an entirely different level. Jon Stewart's quip wasn't just a comedic jab, it was an astute observation of Markle's repeated attempts to align herself with powerful figures. But Paltrow isn't the type to be easily Markled. Despite Markle's best efforts, her integration into the Hollywood elite has been anything but seamless. While she and Prince Harry have rubbed shoulders with the likes of Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, the true A-list circles remain wary. Lack of invitations. The couple was notably absent from high-profile events such as the Met Gala and the Oscars, indicating that their presence isn't as highly sought after as they might hope. Netflix disappointment. After their bombshell Netflix documentary, which performed well but was largely viewed as a grievance-driven exposé, their credibility took a hit. Hollywood loves reinvention, but only when it's entertaining, not when it's built on victimhood. Public perception. The overwhelming sentiment, even among left-leaning media outlets, has been shifting. Publications that once championed Markle's narrative have begun to question the credibility and sustainability of her brand. Stewart's comments reflect a growing cynicism about Markle's endless attempts to stay relevant in an industry that isn't fully convinced she belongs. If history is any indication, Paltrow might soon find herself on the receiving end of Markle's brand of social maneuvering. Markle's friendships are often transactional, whether it's for clout, access, or public relations. Markle has a pattern of strategically aligning herself with influential figures. Fallout is inevitable should Paltrow ever publicly distance herself or fail to offer sufficient support. Markle's camp might attempt to paint her as an elitist or unsupportive of modern women. Media manipulation. Markle has repeatedly used the press, despite her claims of media victimization, to control narratives. If things turn sour, there's no telling how the story might be spun. Jon Stewart's ability to distill complex social dynamics into sharp, witty critiques is what makes him such a beloved figure in entertainment. His takedown of Markle wasn't just about her fake friendship with Paltrow, it was a broader commentary on the inauthenticity that has come to define her public persona. By coining the phrase, "You've been Markled," Stewart encapsulated what many have been saying for years: Meghan Markle has a tendency to align with people when it suits her, only to discard them when they are no longer useful. And in an industry that values authenticity above all else, that reputation might just be the thing that keeps her from truly breaking into the Hollywood dream. Meghan Markle's attempt to cozy up to Gwyneth Paltrow is just the latest in a long line of calculated social maneuvers. But as Jon Stewart's brutal takedown suggests, the public isn't buying it anymore. While Markle continues to chase influence and validation, true industry insiders like Paltrow are playing a different game. One based on established credibility rather than borrowed prestige. If there's one lesson Paltrow should take from all of this, it's that Meghan's friendships often come with an expiration date. And if Stewart's words ring true, it might not be long before Paltrow finds herself on the receiving end of the same fate as so many before her. Until then, one thing is clear: when it comes to Hollywood power moves, Meghan Markle might still have a lot to learn.